Welcome back. In this video, we're going to rebuild the reverse function in JavaScript. And the reverse function job is simply that you give it an array of things and it will reverse it. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you see right there that the way it got reversed is just goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the point here is that's really simple, but that's not what we want here. What we want to do is rebuild it from scratch so we understand what happened underneath. So how would you do that? So the way we're going to do that here is actually to change a little bit the API so that we actually have a function called reverse that we pass the numbers, right, the collection. And we're going to rewrite that right here. So I'm just gonna call it reverse and we're gonna give it a collection of things. I always start with the fact that I don't know what is in that collection. So I'm gonna go with that unknown, and then from there we can start implementing our logic. So the way I approach it is often to say, what is it? What's available in the? What do I need to return? Right. I always start with the things I need to return. So in this case, we're just gonna create an array because we're gonna need to return an array here, and we quickly going to return it. So we have basically the things we're gonna be working with. And now the next step here is to loop through the collection in the reverse way, and then for each value we just put it in our result array, right? So we're just gonna use a quick extension here, and we're gonna go from this, and let's just call it index. We're just gonna make sure that that thing is working. And then I'm going to, okay, let's try that again because it's really important to use this thing really well. And then I'm gonna call it collection. And now that we have this, what we're going to do right here is to say that instead of starting at 0, we're gonna start at the collection dot length, yes, -1. So that's where we're going to start. However, we want the index to go till the moment it just stays positive or equal to 0, and we're going to decrement. So once we do that, we're actually looping backward, right? So to see that, I just need to console log the index, for example, and you see indeed that we're going 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so if that's pretty clear, you know the next step is simply to take that result and then push the element in right there, right? And if we did it well, we see indeed that on line 6 it's now showing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's basically where we land. You could simply also improve it here by just saying that we're gonna use this instead. So that's basically it. Let me make sure that the code is pretty clear, and we can go from there. Okay, so hopefully you got a good understanding of that. This is really not difficult right here. We've been rebuilding JavaScript API, especially on the collection level. I have in my agenda tons of examples that I'm going to be building, from the reflect APIs to things like string method. We're going to rebuild actually a little compiler, a little transpiler for JavaScript, which will allow us to see how some of the functions are actually implemented at the stack level. So if you at the engine level. So if you're interested in that, just subscribe. And one thing I want to make sure is people watching this tutorial is useless if you don't try them yourself. So I'm gonna put the link in the description for the GEMS platform where you could actually try this exercise. I put test it in there, and you just gotta give it a try. Okay, you take care. Cheers.